One way to solve difficult research problems is by bringing together scholars from a variety of different fields, each of whom can offer a novel perspective on the problem. This is known as interdisciplinary research. Specialists in the field have a depth of knowledge but may lack breadth. Being focused on a discipline means you may not be aware of potentially relevant concepts or ideas from another field. Interdisciplinary research resolves such issues by bringing together ideas and insights from diverse bodies of knowledge to create more holistic perspectives. The sheer amount of data, the different types of data, and the diversity of students who participate in massive open online courses, otherwise known as MOOCs, means that researching digital learning has become a complex socio-scientific endeavor. Perhaps the study of learning at scale and online learning requires interdisciplinary research. Conducting informed, relevant, and rigorous studies on MOOCs may require expertise from a variety of disciplines. For example, educational researchers might be experts on different theories of learning. Computer scientists might have techniques for data mining, and statisticians might be able to perform complex data analysis. However, scholars in this area have noted that research in MOOCs generally tends to come from one of two distinct fields, education or computer science. For example, in 2014, researchers looked at all the papers submitted to the MOOC Research Initiative. They found that over half of them came from researchers in education alone. This led us to wonder, how much interdisciplinarity is there in MOOC research? To find out, we systematically gathered 183 research papers on MOOCs. Then, we identified the disciplinary affiliation, or field, of each of the 462 authors. We provide more details on how we did this in our paper. After conducting our analysis, we described three noteworthy results. First, the authors of MOOC papers come from a wide variety of different disciplines. While education and computer science were the most common disciplines, accounting for over half of the authors, a significant number also came from industry, from the social sciences, engineering, and medicine. Second, while education was the most common affiliation in both our study and the 2014 study that I just described, our study found proportionately fewer authors from education and significantly more from computer science. This might suggest that the MOOC phenomenon is being significantly or increasingly influenced by computer scientists. However, we should also consider that disciplinary differences might influence these findings. For example, computer science researchers typically publish their research in conference proceedings, and these are published more frequently than the peer-reviewed journals that educational researchers tend to publish in. This might impact our results because conference proceedings are published much faster than journal papers. Third, we found that current research on MOOCs appears to be much more interdisciplinary than in the past. Increasing interdisciplinarity is a positive trend, as it suggests that the scientific complexity of the field is being tackled by a greater diversity of researchers, which in turn may contribute to a greater understanding of learning in MOOCs and other digital spaces. The growing interest in learning at scale and online learning provides an opportunity for a variety of scholars from different disciplines to come together and improve our understanding and practice of digital learning. This requires collaborations that recognize, respect, and value the unique expertise that each researcher brings and that each discipline brings. Working together, multidisciplinary, interdisciplinary, and cross-disciplinary teams of researchers can improve our understanding of teaching and learning. Thanks a lot for tuning in. If you liked this summary, please share it with your friends, colleagues, and students.